All right, welcome back. We're post-draft here at the I-75 Male League. We're with Steve Hart. He's the manager of the Savannah Scorpions, well known in the league as charter member. 39th draft for you today, Steve. Do you still get nervous before these drafts?
I get anxious, kind of like with excitement. I liken it to being a kid on Christmas morning. You know, the enthusiasm. It's just exhilarating to me. So yes, I get excited more than nervous.
And this isn't your only draft. I mean, yeah, I think you're a member of 3 or 4 other Strat leagues, so you do these drafts quite a bit. How would you compare this I-75 draft with the other drafts you do?
It's totally different. In the I-75 league, we actually come down to Florida in conjunction with spring training to conduct our draft and go see ball games and play softball and play golf and things like that, where we get to know each other. In the other leagues, they're all over the country, and you don't get to know people at all to the level that we do.
Yeah, so this draft, I'm sure you look forward to it, and it's something that's unique, and it's really an enjoyable time for you, correct?
Yeah, it's the highlight of the year. Don't tell my wife I said that.
All right, well, let's kind of drill down into the draft itself. How did you feel entering into the draft? I mean,
I need to say something before we get started. I was on the sidelines listening to your interview with John McMillan. And John won the World Series, and a big part of that was the fact that he had David Ortiz and that tremendous card on his roster, and then equally as good on the left-handed hitting side was Wilmer Flores' bat, and he got both players from me. And a lot of people were miffed when I made that trade, because I pretty much set him up to be the dominant team. It kind of was known to be the case even before we played game 1. And people are kind of dishing some stuff my way, like I'm John McMillan's AAA affiliate. No, I was in a rebuild mode. I didn't need Big Poppy's final year card. I got young talent in exchange for it.
Okay. So you think you got some undeserved criticism from the league onlookers or the fellow managers?
There's no collusion going on. He gave me a good deal that fit my needs for where I was at that point in time.
All right. So that issue is dead and buried.
Yeah, it's unfair. And for you to bring it up during the interview, I don't even know why that was pertinent. I mean, I liken it to fake news.
Well,
I mean, it's
I
not.
think you brought it up,
trade.
Steve. I didn't bring it up.
Well, we talked to John about it and attributed that to his success, and we know those of us can read between the lines.
Well, I apologize. I was out of line.
Yeah. It's a good trade.
Anyways,
Although Odor was horrible.
speaking of trades, I think you traded out of the first round, and you were probably sitting there waiting, hoping some of these guys fell to the second round for you. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, I traded the first overall pick, in fact. And I, in turn, got a quality outfielder in Pollock and a second-round pick, which gave me 2 picks in the second round. And you know what happened during the draft? I ended up getting Reese Hoskins with the 3rd pick in the second round, pick 18. And then 3 picks later, I got Cashner. Both players in my pre-draft prognostication were going in the first round, and I got both in the second round. And then to boot, later in the round, I saw that Logan Morrison was still out there, and I made a trade to acquire that pick, which landed me Logan Morrison, who has the best card against right-handed pitching of any card with 300 or more at-bats in the card set.
He's a good fielder, too. I mean, he's no slouch with the glove.
Yeah, he had a great year. So add those 3 guys to an already decent team, and I think I'm a true contender this year.
So you're basically telling everyone to watch out for the Scorps.
Don't underestimate the Scorpions.
Well, excellent. What about the middle rounds or the late rounds? Was there any other players that you were really elated that slipped down your way?
I've got some good talent. Mostly I'm proud of getting Kaz Suzuki, the catcher, who had a great year and correspondingly a great card. I got him later in the draft, and he's got a monster card.
Yeah.
So add that to my team, and I'm looking good. It's a lot of production from the catcher position.
Well, it looks like the arrow is pointing up for the Scorps this year.
Yep.
good luck, and I hope to see you in the World Series.
I'm looking forward to getting one of those plaques this year, Dave.
All right, very good. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Thanks.